20-year-old's mom, otherwise healthy, goes to the hospital accompanied by her mom. Shortly after the mom was admitted, they started her on labor-inducing drugs. The most common and typical one is Pitocin. They started it at a so-called standard rate and then continued to up the dosage independent of the fact she wasn't progressing. And at that point, fetal heart monitors are starting to show the baby's stressed. With each contraction, the baby's heart rate goes up, and it takes longer and longer for it to come back to normal. By hour 25, not only is it taking longer and longer to come back to normal, but each time there's a contraction, the baby's heart rate is dipping lower and lower and lower. During the last 3 hours, the heart rate continued to dip, suggestive of restricted blood flow to the brain, and ultimately her heart rate collapsed altogether when it fell all the way to 0. Kylie is a spastic quadriplegic. She has some vision impairment. She is beginning to be able to roll over, which is probably as much mobility as she's ever going to get. The case went to trial in a small town in the middle of Minnesota where there was only one hospital, which we were suing, and there was only one medical clinic, which we were suing. The particular court where we were had not had a plaintiff's verdict in a civil case of any kind in 9 years. And in all recorded history, there had never been a plaintiff's verdict in a medical negligence case. The result in the case was a verdict of $23.6 million. The medical community really treated them extremely poorly for standing up for themselves, and that became more and more apparent as I got deeper and deeper into the case. So from that perspective, to have 6 people in the community stand up and say, we all live here, we only have one hospital, we only have one medical clinic, you can't treat us like that, was very special.